Hi, today I'm going to show you a feature of Google Forms. And this all came about because there was a group of staff members kind of talking around and sharing some ideas and things that they did in their classrooms. And one of the staff members, or a couple actually, said, "Hey, I didn't know Google Forms does that." So I'm going to show you today how you can use Google Forms and use the sections version or feature of Google Forms. So here you see I have a Google form and I have 3 sections. So section 1, section 2, section 3. And the way that you can use this is you can actually have students jump to certain sections based off of their responses. So here we're going to take a look at today's quiz. So here's my section title. Here's my first question. How do you think you will do on today's quiz? And what I've set it up to do is, depending on how students respond here, whatever they pick will determine what section they jump to next. So for instance, I have it set up, and I'll show you that here by clicking on this question. So if they pick great or good, they're going to just continue to the next section. If they pick meh or not great, they're going to go to section 3, which is my quiz review section. So I'm going to scroll down. So here's the next section. So right here is continue. So if I picked continue to the next section, students are just going to jump right into today's quiz. And so here's my first quiz question that I have set up for them. So they're just going to jump right in. Now, if I had a student that said meh or not great, so maybe they didn't study, maybe they're not prepared for it, so I'm going to have them jump down to this section 3 instead, which is my quiz review. And here I've plopped in a little YouTube video, so then they can watch this video to kind of get prepared for then what they're going to see on the actual quiz. So now I'm going to show you how to turn those on. So I'm actually going to come down to my first quiz question, and I'm also going to enact the little section features on this guy too. So right here, the 3 little dots in the bottom corner, I'm going to click on those. And one of the options is go to section based on answer. So as soon as I click that, you'll notice that these tools were added right here. So there's only one right answer out of these 4 multiple choice, and that's this guy right here. So if they pick this one, they're going to continue to the next section. However, if they pick any other ones, I could create a new section and give them a little hint. So I'm going to do that now. So first I'm going to create my section. So right here I'm going to add section. You can give it a title if you want to. So I'm going to give it a hint title. So hint. I'm going to add in here I'm going to paste my URL. That's my video. So I'm going to select it. And so now I've got my section 4 in here, and I've got my hint video. You can put a title if you want to. So if you want it to say hint as well, you can go ahead and do that. You can also resize your video if you want to make it a little bit bigger. And so now I'm going to go back to my question. So if they didn't quite get that one right, I'm going to then tell them to continue to the hint section. So if they get it wrong, they're going to go to the hint section of my Google form here. So now anything except for the correct answer, which is this one right here, that one, if they pick, they're going to continue on. The others, they're going to go to the hint section. Now we'll take a look at how this looks to the students. All right, so here would be the student view. So remember how we have these set up. So if a student picks meh as their response, they are going to go to the quiz review, and then they'll have the opportunity to watch the quiz review. If they pick great, they're going to go right into the quiz, and they're going to get the quiz question. So if they select one of the wrong answers, so here I'm going to pick the wrong answer and hit next, it jumps into the hint section. If they pick the correct answer, they're going to advance to the next section of my Google form. So you can use this in many different ways. So you could have a choose your own adventure. You could, again, have some help tips along the way for students. Joe Cahill had a great suggestion. He was using this for the purpose of having students unlock the quiz. So he would give them a passcode that they had to type in, and they had to type it in correctly to then unlock the rest of the quiz. And then Julie Steiner, she uses this on a regular basis, and she's got some very elaborately built quizzes and Google Forms, and just for the purpose of helping students along, so that way she can be freed up to bounce around to help individual students. And that's how you can use the sections feature in your Google Forms.